benefits or whatever, money, and what you done acquired. I forget the comedian who said it, but if you come into this relationship with a garbage bag and I got a whole money, 3, 4 money bags over here, yeah, you should probably leave with your garbage bag. But, not to say that I'm not going to be a good person and, you know, give you something to leave with, but to take half of what I built without you, that's, that's a horrible thing. Like, I understand, if you ain't got no kids with that person, yeah, why should that person be entitled to half of what you put your blood, sweat, and tears into?
Hmm.
Now, you can be a generous person and, you know, give them a severance package, as they say, so
This man just checked his watch because he running out of things.
I'm running out of
Are you
words.
done?
Yeah,
You feel like you're done?
I feel like I'm done.
Okay. And you don't have to. You can always stop if you feel like you need to say what you need to say. It's perfectly fine. Cause you know me, I'm a talker. I can go on for hours and hours. But to piggyback off of something that you said, when it comes to basically damned if you do, damned if you don't. Coming with your garbage bag and leaving with your garbage bag. The problem that ensues with a prenup versus no prenup is that, like you said, if I ask you for a prenup, you're gonna question whether or not I think you really love me or not, and that means internally you're questioning that yourself is what you think ultimately. But that's not always the case. In some cases, a person puts a prenup in place, even if you don't have anything. Sometimes a person puts a prenup in place to specifically line out. It's kind of like a will, if you think about it. It specifically lines out, if you do it right, if I grow this by myself, and if you write it right, if I grow this by myself, this is what I take. But if we grow this together, this is what we split. And that's really how prenup should be written. It's not to be looked at as a bad thing. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't write a prenup because I don't have to worry about him trying to take me for all I got. And he can smirk and make funny faces all he want. But I know, and on top of that, he ain't going nowhere. Um, unless the Lord call him home. Other than that, I couldn't see him. But you know what? Then again, I can't speak for the future. I don't know what's gonna happen in his lifetime. I could blow up, be this big celebrity, and he could be like, "You changed." Bye. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
You
But
changed by